Today I'm going to show you how to do some double pinch pot projects and give you a couple of ideas of what you might do with your double pinch pot. I'm wedging out my clay here because I see that it's very filthy and slimy. You want a nice plastic clay, which means that it's malleable or moldable, and you want to make sure that it's nice and even. So I'm wedging it and you can see a spiral starting to form. In that way you know I'm doing it correctly. All right, so I'm ready to begin. I twist and rip into 2 even pieces. I feel one side is heavier, so I remove the excess clay and begin to compress and roll, getting all of those particulates nice and dense, and just quickly moving it with my hands, at which point I then pinch with my thumbs down as deeply as possible. To create a pinch pot, I rotate, supporting with my fingers on the outside and my thumbs on the inside. I can also do that in the opposite manner with my fingers inside and my thumbs on the outside, the palms of my hands supporting. And you can see I just rotate to make this form as even as possible. The thickness on the top and the thickness on the bottom are not equal, so I continue to press my thumbs down and rotate. If while you're making this you find that your walls separate, use your thumb and again some support to blend side to side, and you can compress those breaks together as evenly as possible. So this looks good enough, I feel, for me to start doing a second pinch pot for my double pinch pot project. Just getting rid of some of those lumps, bumps, and snags by pinching and blending. And I will put this to the side to do number 2, which I will demonstrate now. I got some crud in there. You do not want uneven clay, so you will continue pinching. Again, mush those breaks together and then blend across in both directions. Support on both sides, inside and outside. I've got my 2. I make sure that they match together. If one is smaller, I will continue to work with it. But as it is, I am creating a support or armature using paper towel. I score the lip to rough it up, and I'm adding water. The clay itself will become slip or clay glue. As I compress, I again rub across the seam. You do not want any of those cracks or weaknesses to remain. Even if you're going to carve in designs later, make sure that you blend very nicely. And you can see I'm using my hands in a cup or C shape so that my double pinch pot stays the same. There's 2 more. I made them in like manner. The first thing that I'm going to demo is a piggy bank. I roll out 1 sausage or coil, and then I cut it in half and in half again to create the legs. I score and slip, scratch and attach the legs, and it is now supported on 4 legs. I could use this base for a chia pet as well if I carved a hole in the top and then scratched some lines on the side. As it is, I've decided to make a little piggy bank. Make sure that if you are making a piggy bank, you carve the hole slightly wider and longer than a quarter or a 50-cent piece. And here's a pumpkin. I take my